Hello everybody and welcome to another video with me. I'm going to be listing out my favorite live action Spider-Man movies from 8 to 1. Okay? You guys might disagree with me and I get it. It's cool. You might not all agree with everything I say. My top 2 might be controversial for some, but just want to let you know that I'm going to be doing it. Um, Tobey Maguire reigned as Spider-Man from 2002 to 2007, Andrew Garfield from 2012 to 2014, and Tom Holland from 2016 to current. So you will find out who my favorite Spider-Man is, but let's get into the rankings. Now, coming in number 8 is this movie right here, Spider-Man 3, which was released May 4th of 2007. Not saying this is a terrible movie or anything like that. I love each and every one of these movies. All these movies have a special place in my heart. It's just this movie had more problems than the other ones. Not that it's a terrible movie, it's just Venom could have been better. And I think they should have just focused on Sandman the whole time, like the other movies did, and introduce Venom at the end, and they would do Venom in number 4. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. And movies already made, but definitely not as bad as what people say sometimes, and one of my favorite movies for sure. Coming at number 7, I originally had this number 8, but after seeing it in theaters with the Spider-Man Sony 100th year celebration, and from April 15th every Monday from then, they're releasing all the Spider-Man movies. I saw this again, and I realized how great of a movie it is. I know everyone's complaint is about Electro, and he doesn't look like his comic book actor suit. I get that, but can you see Jamie Foxx in this yellow spandex? Now, if they would have done what they did in No Way Home and did that, I think that would have been cool. So instead of him being like a nerdy nerd, but him be like a narcissistic nerd, good looking and all that stuff, I think that would work better. But that doesn't make this movie terrible. And the sadness and what Andrew Garfield's character had to go through throughout the whole movie, not just with Gwen Stacy's father's promise, but then losing Gwen Stacy at the end. It sucks we never got a number 3, but it's definitely not a bad movie. So it's really, really great, and I enjoy it. And Amazing Spider-Man was released May 2nd, 2014. Coming in at number 6 for me was Spider-Man Far From Home, which was released July 2nd, 2019. Tom Holland, Jake Gyllenhaal, Samuel L. Jackson. Now, movie's great. Just not my favorite Tom Holland movie. Simple as that. And some of you may not agree with some of my other upcoming choices that I put above this movie, but it's not the best. I think number 1 is better, and Far From Home. I mean, No Way Home is definitely better. It's better than the other one, the other two for sure. Better than the first one. So no, I enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but I think him being Far From Home kind of just defeated the purpose a little bit. But other than that, still a great film. My number 6. Now to my top 5. And number 5, The Amazing Spider-Man, which was released July 3rd, 2012. I remember seeing this in movie theaters and being sad that we didn't get a Tobey 4 Spider-Man movie. After the lackluster of number 3 at the time, which was too crowded with villains, we got Andrew Garfield. And you know what? He introduced a villain that, as a kid watching the animated series, the Lizard, really was really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? And we also got Gwen Stacy instead of Mary Jane, which was cool too. A different direction than what normally Peter Parker goes. The last movie series, which was Mary Jane, Mary Jane. Now this is Gwen Stacy and Emma Stone. I think her name is. She did really, really good. So I definitely like his portrayal of Spider-Man. I appreciate him more after seeing Far From Home and thinking we should have gotten number 3. But yeah, my number 5. Coming at number 4 is Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, this is Tom Holland's original movie where we got to see his origin story in the MCU. It takes place after the events of Civil War. I really love this movie because I love Michael Keaton's Vulture. Definitely different from the comics of Vulture sucking people's youth, but the fact that they tied in the first Avengers movie with the alien tech and stuff, and the way he could fly and has all these gadgets and stuff, it's a really cool version of the Vulture that I appreciated. You got to see Tom Holland be very new to the game, but still, he's not a dumb kid. He's very, very smart. And then even with the suit taken away from Tony, he and his, sweatpants suit, which I think is pretty cool, he was still able to take down the Vulture. So definitely in my top 5 for sure. Now, number 3 is the first ever live action Spider-Man movie we've gotten, which was Tobey Maguire's first movie, which was released May 3rd, 2002. This movie has a special place in my heart. I remember as a kid, I just loved Spider-Man so much, and when I found out this movie was coming out, I wanted to see it. I went to the drive-in theater, and the drive-in theater I went to, you have a double feature. So the first movie we saw was Scorpion King that just released, and then after that, we got to see Spider-Man. And did I say drive-in theater? Yeah, drive-in theater. And I just remember this. I just love this movie so much. I just thought it was so cool, Got to see the Green Goblin. Got to see Spider-Man. The way he was just swinging, and it didn't look cheesy. It looked cool. I was in love with Mary Jane. Kristen Dunst did a really good job with me, Mary Jane. Probably one of my first Hollywood crushes. And then Tobey Maguire is just an amazing Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So, but my number 3, there it is. And here's where the controversy comes. At number 2, Spider-Man No Way Home. Amazing film. I love this film. But you know what? This film doesn't work without Tobey and without Andrew. So I can't give them the top spot, even though it probably definitely is the best Spider-Man movie they ever made. But he couldn't do it by himself. He needed Tobey, he needed Andrew, and that's the reason why this movie was successful as it is. Fight me in the comments if you like, but that's the facts. The movie's great, written well, CGI amazing, everything amazing, stunt work amazing, but it's not the best Spider-Man comic book movie in my opinion, because Tom needed Tobey and Andrew for this to work. So I definitely love this movie. This was the last movie of the Sony 100, celebrating Sony's 100th year of existing, and the last movie of the Spider-Man Monday movie series. And me and my son saw it, and I just love the movie. Every time I watch this movie at the end, it makes me cry because this kid sacrificed anyone knowing who he was just so he could save them. And I always think, what could I do that for my family? And I say, yeah, I would do it. I would do it for the ones I love. So, and then it kind of makes me sad because to think that they don't know who I am anymore. My kids don't know who I am. My family doesn't know who I am. My friends don't know who I am. And I have to kind of start over and be the stranger. Really written well, but not the best movie, in my opinion. All right, and my favorite movie, Spider-Man movie of all time, Spider-Man number 2, Tobey Maguire's second movie, which was released June 30th, 2004. I just think it's the best comic book accurate Spider-Man ever created movie. Alfred Molina does great as Doc Ock. Tobey steps it up. Mary Jane steps it up. Kirsten Dunst, Harry Osborn steps it up. And just the turmoil that Tobey's going through, his Peter Parker, the whole movie, it's just written very well. So Sam Raimi did a good job, and this is why this is my favorite movie of all time. I watched it yesterday with my son again, and just um, made the case of why it's my favorite. I just love it so much. So that's my top 8. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.